As we said, we're back for another overtime episode, keeping it every 2 weeks.
I'm Pete.
I'm Kieran.
This is Off the Job.
We're going to be a bit more enthusiastic than that, aren't we?
Yeah, we will be, yeah.
Anyway, what have you been up to, Pete?
Don't, Kieran. You know what's been going on with me. I had a fucking nightmare, innit?
Are you sure you want to tell everyone?
Yeah, I fucking do, because, like, I think it's an absolute joke at the moment, the NHS and the whole bloody... that sector is fucked, yeah? And I've got personal experience of it because my mum got knocked down by a car the other day, reversing off his drive, and the whole thing has not been handled correctly. Do you know what I mean? The people who ran her over didn't ring the fucking police. Somebody there told her, oh, you don't need to ring the police, and somebody acting on behalf of the police was there. They said, I work for the police. And who is she? She is not a copper, is she? So the police weren't called. Fucking ambulance come along, treat me mum in the back of the person's car who run her over, who moved her from the fucking accident site. Treat her in the back of the car, don't put her in the ambulance.
Explain how exactly happened, though.
So my mum's walking along, obviously my mum's registered blind, right? She's walking along her road, yeah. A car reverses out of his driveway, knocks my mum over, rolls over her leg, yeah. And
so she was walking on the path.
She's walking on the path, and the car reversed into her, knocked her down, run over her fucking leg, yeah? So the people picks her up, put her in the car, take her down to her house. Her mates are there, and because her mates know the people there as well, they've turned around and gone, oh, we don't need to call the police, it was an accident, he was an accident. Listen, it's an RTA, you meant to call the fucking old bill, yeah? Nothing got happened. I was with my kids at the time because I was looking after them. I've left them at home, which is only 5 minutes away, but I've left them because my eldest is old enough, and I've travelled round. And then they've called an ambulance. Ambulance is there. They're treating her in the back of the motor. They said, oh, it's minor injuries. I said,
so they did call the ambulance?
They called the ambulance. Ambulance didn't call the old bill. They didn't call the old bill. No one got called, yeah, other than the ambulance. And the ambulance are treating her in the back of this person's car. Not in the back of the ambulance, yeah? Treating her in the car. Oh, it's only minor injuries.
Why in the back of the car, though?
I don't know, yeah?
They didn't want her in the back, did they?
Whatever, yeah. So then they've said to me it's minor injuries. They've dressed her leg because it had all like road rash up it, sort of thing. And then they've said to me, take her to minor injuries. I went, are you joking? I said, like, she's 73 years old, she's registered blind, and she's just been run over by a car. Do you know what I mean? Like, really? Oh, bless her. Fobbed me off, sent me to hospital with her, to minor injuries, and you have to go through A&E to get in fucking minor injuries anyway. So
I think A&E is minor injuries, isn't it?
I went up there, but the ambulance should have taken her. Do you know what I mean? The ambulance should have taken her. But they didn't want to because they don't want to fucking... I know they're stretched, but...
They have to... The thing is, they've got to follow the protocol.
Protocol, yeah. They've addressed it. They've dressed her leg, but she's got a broken fucking leg, mate.
They probably thought it was just a grazed leg.
I know, but it's bollocks. It's like, she for her age and what had happened, she should have been taken to hospital in the ambulance. I ended up taking her in there. She's walked, bless her, on her leg from the car park into A&E, been there till 1:30. The only reason they would have x-rayed my mum is, right, they was redressing her wound. The only reason they addressed it was because my mum started feeling faint when they took the dressing that the ambulance had put off. And then they was like, oh, she's not safe here. Take her back down to Majors or whatever. Then in Majors, they decided to x-ray her and found out that she had a fractured tibia or whatever the bone is. It's not a weight-carrying bone, but it's the front bit.
Tibia, no.
So that was frigging last Sunday, yeah? She's now been in there a week, yeah? A week. And they're meant to get a care package for her because she's partially sighted, etc. Right? But from the Monday that after the Sunday it happened, they've been telling me there's a care package in place. Every day they've been telling me there's a care package coming, and now she's just deteriorated. She's deteriorated in like her head because she's unfamiliar surroundings, you know, there's a delirium going on there and fucking nothing's being done. And everybody just keeps passing shit on and telling me bollocks. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really fucked off with it. Like, I'm up to here with it now because it's harder. It was hard enough to get me mum into the hospital. Now it's fucking even harder getting her out. And then they want to complain about fucking beds, that they haven't got the beds. My mum didn't need a bed. She could have been discharged that night with a care package or the day after, and they'd have had a bed for people in A&E, but they haven't. They've kept this woman in a bed Now she's deteriorated. You hear that people go to hospital and they get sick? Well, yeah, it's fucking well true because they're fucking useless. The NHS, the social care fucking part of it is bollocks. And the thing is, they've turned around to me and they said, oh, we can let her home, right, without a care package. Yesterday they turned around to me and said, we can let her home without a care package, yeah, but the care package won't be in until Wednesday, Thursday. So what, am I going to have time off work, yeah? Obviously got to pay bills and all that. Am I going to have time off work as well to be at home with mum? Obviously I'm to and fro from my mum anyway, up at the hospital. But I've got to stay at home all day, yeah, or whatever, and set her up and that. And then the care package don't come in because all they've been telling me since Monday is that a care package will come in for the hospital. How can they guarantee one's going to come in at home? But tonight I'm going up there. I'm going to kick the fuck off when I'm in there. I'm going to kick off. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. I'm disgusted with the ambulance service. I'm disgusted with the NHS. I'm disgusted with it. It's just bollocks.
Why do you think it took so long then?
Why do I think it's taking so long? Because it's everybody...
I don't think it's that they don't... The person... It's not that they don't care.
Mate, I'm telling you what, right?
I'm
going to tell you, this could be controversial, whatever, and I'm going to say it the way it is. My mum is not... She'd been in... A bandage was weeping one night, right? And my auntie went up there and she went, that bandage needs to be changed, right? I've gone up there 2 hours later, bandage still not changed. I went, that bandage needs to be changed. That needs to be changed. It's weeping, yeah? Goes up there the following day. Fucking bandage is still on. I said, what's going on with the bandage? It's meant to be changed yesterday. Oh, they'll get on it now. Now she got an infection. Yeah? They done bloods on her, they got an infection, yeah? So why has she got an infection?
Can't be asked to change it.
Mate, there ain't no care. And I'm going to tell you something controversial now, and this is what it is. I'm going to tell you how it is. This is what I've seen, yeah? Everybody in there, yeah, who works on that ward, yeah, is there for a job. They're not there like in the old days where people used to do nursing for caring and such forth. There are nurses that are carers, right? But on that ward, I'm going to tell it the way it is. Everyone is from a different culture. It's a different culture. That's what it is. Everyone's foreign. They've come in from like a different country. It's foreign. So they don't understand when somebody's going through delirium, I don't believe, or some sort of mental health thing, yeah, they don't see it the same way we see it. And it all gets passed on. It gets passed on because there's language barriers. And if somebody's having like an episode where they're going a bit like, you know, because they're getting delirium from being in this place, well, can they recognise that? Can they recognise that from the tone of their voice? Can they recognise that somebody's actually in distress? Can they? Don't just look at me, Kieran. Can they? Answer the question.
Don't know.
If you went to another country and worked in a hospital and somebody was spouting a load of whatever, saying stuff and what wasn't like, and you couldn't understand them that well because you're not from that country, yeah, would you be able to, would you try and help them, or would you pass it on to the next person who can speak that language?
Well, if you don't know what they're doing, you try and pass it on to someone else.
Exactly, but there's no one to pass it on to there, is there? Because every single one of them, yeah, is from a different culture. And that is the way it is. And that's not even being discriminative or being racist. That is how it is. That is how it is. And that's the way I see it. And I don't know if anyone else would agree with me there, but the people who've come into this job as a job, they've done it as a job. The way I get spoken to by the people, it's like they're just saying stuff that they think I want to hear. And there's no empathy. None whatsoever.
Maybe the people in there have no control over this
the people in the ward ain't in control of the care package. I bollocked the people on the end of the phone for the care package, but I know they are stretched like fuck. There's these nurses in there, they're all stretched like fuck. Yeah, there's probably about 40 odd patients in that ward.
It all starts from the top. Yeah. Like, they probably feel stretched, because when it makes a job less rewarding when you're being stretched. They're like you said, they're just there for a job because they're getting pulled from pillar to post, and they're losing the love for the job because of what's happening.
Well, possibly, but in the old days, my mate's missus is a nurse up there, and she does it purely because she cares for people.
Yeah, there's still a lot of people out there.
I'm sure there is, but in this department, it doesn't feel like it. Don't feel like it, and the level of care that my mum's got, and other patients, I've even calling out and stuff like that all the time and stuff, and gasping for fucking... My mum was sat in a fucking chair all night. She didn't lay in her bed.
What ward is it?
I'm not going to name wards. I'm not going to name what hospital. I'm not going to name that, yeah? But my mum was sitting in a chair. She was sitting in a chair all night, yeah? She didn't go to bed. Nobody checked on her to see. Nobody fucking put her in bed. What the fuck's that all about? Do you know what I mean? And it's making me angry. But before long, I will fucking name the ward and the fucking hospital if something ain't done, because I'm pissed off. Like, it's taxing on me mum, it's taxing on me family, it's taxing on me. And at the end of the day, right, it all started from fucking something that shouldn't have fucking happened. Do you know what I mean? It's just one of them. I'm not in a great mood. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking one of them. Like, it's just a fucking constant fucking one of them.
You feel better now you've...
Yeah, fuck it, I'll air it. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. No, because we all know there are people out there who are being sent home. Yeah, they're being sent home because there ain't no beds. Yeah, people being fucking turned away from hospital before they get in there. People are not getting fucking results.
On the other side of it, I know it's taken a long time and your mum's getting affected. At least they haven't just kicked her out.
Well, no, there is that to it. Yeah, I get that. They haven't just kicked her out. But think about it. She didn't need the bed. Yeah, she didn't need the bed, but because she's in there, it's the social system, yeah, the social care system, whatever, yeah. Because she's in the bed, yeah, that is somebody else not getting that bed in A&E who really genuinely needs it. That is a fucking cancer sufferer who's not getting it. There's people getting turned away from fucking hospitals, yeah, who are waiting for results.
Turn my headphones down.
No, do you know what I mean?
It's not you, just shout, but it's going.
But no, but that's because I'm passionate about it, though, Kill. Do you know what I mean? Because
no, it's fine.
It's not right. You could a fucking NHS is a national institution. I don't want to slag the NHS off. We're lucky to have the NHS. We are lucky to have it. But I can't. Now I'm going deaf now.
No, it's fine. Leave it like that.
But the NHS is a national institution. Yeah, we're lucky to have the NHS. But at the moment, because people are taking the piss out of it, yeah, or people or money's not going to it where it should go to it, it's failing. It's absolutely failing.
It's hard, like...
Mate, I'll tell you an example, right, of it taking the piss, right? You go up there, right, at the weekend. We went up there at the weekend. We had to wait a long time, right? The queue wasn't big. We had to wait a long time. I went up there fucking Monday, yeah? We went up Sunday. I went up there Monday to see her, back in there. Fucking queues going out the door. Because every fucker, yeah, is going up to the A&E on a fucking Monday because they thought, oh, I don't fancy going at the weekend. I don't want to waste my fucking weekend. And that's the way it is, bruv. Do you know what I mean? People not really needing the fucking NHS, but going up there for a fucking toenail or some fucking cough or some shit like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I struggle to comment on it. I get it. Everything's frustrating, but... unless you know what the process is, it's hard to
Well,
you don't know what the process is,
mate. If you're watching your loved one,
yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're gonna get angry.
She went in there normal-ish, yeah, but is now fucking a shadow of what she was when she went in.
Yeah,
a hospital's meant to make you well, no? It's meant to look after you. It's not meant to fucking make you go down. You hear so much about people test results and stuff like that.
Yeah, when you go into a care home, people just deteriorate.
I've had so many people turn around to me and say, mate, it's the same everywhere. Like my friend, his family was waiting for test results on cancer, was given the all clear. Goes back, given 2 weeks to live, dies, yeah? Because they didn't really look at the test results. But my MRI scan, I went for an MRI scan in fucking August on my heart, yeah? August. It took till fucking March for them to give me my fucking results. That's only because I fucking chased them. What's going on? You know? Maybe it's just all should get fucking private healthcare.
This is a question, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, private healthcare is not actually that expensive, but if you had the choice, obviously America have to pay for a lot of their healthcare. If you had the choice to pay for it, but you get a better service, would you do that?
Fucking probably would now, yeah. Because you would get a better service if you pay for it. Like, I'm going to get fucking private healthcare insurance, I think.
But the thing is, for private healthcare, you don't use it for little things. You'd use it if you broke your leg or something, which if you broke your leg in the NHS, they will take you in straight away.
Yeah, well,
private healthcare is good for injuries. You know, where you've got I don't know, pulled your ACL.
Yeah. So you get an operation done on it, yeah,
get stuff done quickly, yeah. But for little things, well,
like I say, my mum went in with a fucking broken leg, and now she's not what she was when she went in. That's all I'm saying, and
well, hopefully she comes out.
Yeah. By the time this airs, hopefully she'll be home. But fuck knows, every day is the same. Oh, we're looking into it. We're getting a care package together for her. I said, you've said that for every day, and now it's getting. Fuck it. That was just my rant. Crack on.
That's why I just stay there silently.
What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about?
What did you do the bank holiday? Just gone.
Went up to see me mum. Went up to see my mum in hospital. Do you know what I mean? That was it. But yeah, not a lot. I managed to do a couple of gigs like after I'd gone up and seen her, which was shit.
Why?
Yeah, they just were shit. You know, the London scene for me on the comedy, it's just boring now. Do you know what I mean? The London scene is so, what's the word? Liberal. Is it liberal, Robbie? I don't know. They as soon as I turn up, I think they just look at me and have an expectation of me being a fucking racist, homophobic, sexist, and they've judged me before I even open my mouth, I swear. That's how I feel about it, do you know what I mean? And I only have to say, like, you know, I'll speak about me bird, and he's like, ooh, he said bird, fuck off. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. You fucking knobs. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck's that all about?
Everything's trying to be too... Especially comedy. You should be able to express anything.
Mate, you should be able to, and people should be able to, like, you know... It's like, I don't know did I say it before? This is to me, right? This is what happened with me in a gig, right? I went to a gig in Brixton, right? And I said that. I said, my bird.
Is that the outdoor?
Yeah. It's my mate's gig. And I said, bird. I said, my bird, right? And two comedian ladies at the front just went... I thought, really? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What? I just can't say bird anymore. So every Only Fools and Horses, yeah, you're going to like bleep the word where he says bird. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Really? So I can't get accepted for saying how I speak. Yeah, I can't get accepted for that. Yeah, but then the next guy comes on, right? Chinese comedian, right? Absolutely smashes it. Fucking brilliant. He was funny, right? And you know what he said, right? He was taking the piss out of white women, right? And it was funny. We was all laughing. It was funny, yeah? And then in this comedy, in this crowd, right? Because it was open, it was like the market, yeah? These two women, right, who I can only say wasn't very attractive, right? I'm not going to say what I think they look like, right? But they wasn't very attractive, right? And he went, speaking of white women, right? And everyone laughed, right? And as they walked off, he went, were they women? Like that. And it was like, everyone started howling, laughing. I thought, hang on a fucking minute. If I'd have said that, right, oh my God, the wolves would have been on me. Do you know what I mean? Like that. And but because he's a minority, yeah, he's got away with it. Do you know what I mean? Is that fair? So everybody else, yeah, who... other dynamics and other people can take the piss out of each other. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I'm just trying to think on like what you said. A lot of people are trying to change the way people speak and not accept the way they speak.
Exactly, yeah. But it's all right. That's all right. But so that's all right for him. And don't get me wrong. He's a funny guy, fucking brilliant comedian, right? Because he's of Asian culture or he's Chinese, yeah. And he said something directed at white women, yeah. But everyone laughs at that, and he can say something that could be detrimental to, it could be classed as like homophobic or transgender, yeah, the way the joke was. But he can get away with that. But I can't say the word bird because like I said, before I get on, people look at me as if I'm sexist, homophobic or racist, judging me, yeah. So I've got this much to play with, whereas everybody else who's not white and not like 45-year-old fucking the bloke off a building site can get away with that. Is that fair? No, it's not.
I think everyone should just, whatever you want to call something.
And I am a shit comedian as well. Obviously, you know, you've got to have some laughs as well. But like, I know some of my comedy isn't funny. You know, I get that. I'm fucking
just started on comedy out there. It's very like.
I've started on the road of it. Yeah, mate. There's loads of comedy out there. Very borderline.
It depends on the crowd where you are.
But it depends on the crowd. Yeah, it depends on the crowd. But I've been to some gigs, right, where the demographic, and you've been to gigs with me, haven't you? The demographic is very much. Trans, gay, and all that, yeah, and they are laughing at somebody saying about sucking a cock, right? Now they're all laughing at that, aren't they? They're like, but to me that's not funny. But get on with it. That's all right. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But to me that's not comedy. talking about just sucking cocks all the time and innuendos. That ain't funny. Do you know what I mean? To me, that ain't funny, but I accept it. I'm not going to get offended by it, so don't be offended by me saying my fucking bird. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's one of them. I fucking open my mouth. I'm right fucking pissed off today, I tell ya. Do you know what I mean? Fucking express yourself, Pete. I fucking well will. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm trying to think of something.
Anything in the trade? Anything you want to say?
Anything in the trade? No.
Yeah, mate.
I went on that 24-hour Austria trip, didn't I?
Oh yeah. How'd you get on with that? Did you do a bit of skiing? Did you?
No.
What was the Austria trip then? What was that all about?
Our friend at rugby played for Austria.
Oh right.
Yeah, so we surprised him and went out there for 24 hours. Just booked a flight there, booked a flight back, no hotel. Just sort of stayed up and stayed out.
Nice.
But no, I've never done that before. I've done some like 3-night trips, which is hard, but doing a 24-hour trip with no sleep was quite hard. So we met at 5 o'clock at the airport, 5 a.m. on a Saturday.
Where did you fly into Austria?
Vienna.
Vienna.
So we got into the airport at 5.
Got an interesting fact for you in a minute.
Got onto the plane. They like to do this, well, some people like to do this red wine challenge. So there's 3 of you sitting there, you've got to do 3 bottles of red wine, the small bottles obviously. Yeah, we got there and
Lightweight.
we was going to be late, so we had to get an Uber, which was a lot of money. And it was about an hour drive, stuck in this Uber, just 4 of us crammed in this little car. Got there, got a drink. He still didn't know we was there. As he come out, we was on the sideline, a group of English drunken, rowdy
bums.
Yeah. Shouting. He still didn't even realise that we was there. And then we started shouting his name and he looked across. We had like these sound horn things.
Oh, what, like they had in the film?
Yeah. And then we got his attention. But
yeah.
Watched him play the game. Yeah, got a train back into Vienna.
Did they win?
Yeah, it was like 100 and...
Did he score?
Something. No, he's a hooker like your daughter.
Rewind.
If no one knows about that joke, it's another episode. Yeah. I'm not saying his daughter's a hooker. Yeah. She plays that
rugby.
Position.
Yeah, my daughter plays rugby.
Yeah, then we got a train back into Vienna. Went to an Irish pub. We was out till like 3 or so in the morning. Then went to the airport. Slept to the airport on the plane and come home.
Nice. Little
Would
interesting.
I do it again?
Little interesting. Would you do it again?
Possibly.
Yeah. Little interesting fact for you. My grandmother was from Vienna.
Your who?
My grandmother was from Vienna.
Really?
That's probably why I get judged on my Aryan blood. Yeah, my grandmother was from Vienna. Oh. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've got Austrian roots.
What language do they speak?
German. Austrian. Yes. Austrian, German, all the same thing, innit? Oh, no, you can't say that. Do you know what I mean? But no, my grandmother come from Austria, yeah. Back in
I'm annoyed. When I do these trips, I never, take
any pictures.
I don't even know what the place looked like.
Didn't take any pictures?
No.
Oh, that's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Oh, we did do it.
Vienna's a beautiful city as well, isn't it?
We got dropped off somewhere. Oh, where was it? I'm trying to remember now. In Vienna. When we got a train back to Vienna, we was going to get another Uber to the Irish bar. And then I decided to rent out one of those, the Lime scooters.
Oh, right, yeah.
But not only did I go on it myself, someone jumped on the back of me. And it was a good 10-15 minute ride down dual carriageways on this Lime scooter.
No, yeah.
If I look back now, I feel I shouldn't have done that.
Mate, I went on a scooter in Thailand. Not a scooter. What is it like? You mean like a scooter, like a bike? Scooter bike?
No, it was, do you know the scooter?
Oh, them ones, the standing on the thing.
Yeah, that you stand on. I had someone on the back of me.
You meant to go on a dual carriageway in them? Doubt it.
But we didn't know what the route was going to be. I had my phone in front of me with Google Maps. And it just
dodgy, that, innit?
Oh, it wasn't good. I rode into a bin at one point.
Then he was on a dual carriageway.
No, we come off and I hit there was a bin on the side of a lamppost. I just went into it.
Yeah. You go to Thailand, you don't have that sort of problem. Everyone, you get families on frigging bikes out there and on motorbikes, like 4 or 5 up, one on the handlebars. It's quite funny. I was on one with 3 people at one point.
What, moped?
Yeah.
It's dangerous, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, it's well dangerous.
Yeah, these countries there's like no health and safety.
No, it's madness.
They've got like bamboo.
When we went out to an island because my mate lives in Thailand. He's got a Thai missus and all that, and we went out to his where he lives. It's proper Thai town. And we get on the speedboat because there's a place called Koh Samet. We get on a speedboat in the night, yeah. Go on this speedboat. You can't see nothing. There's nothing, and he's just flying this speedboat in the dark. You think to yourself, do you know what I mean? Is there a boat anywhere in this water that he's going to hit or whatever? It's just, and you're just like, do I have health insurance? I don't know. That's what happened if you have an accident out there. Mind you, like I've nearly had an accident out in Kenya, I've had an accident out in Spain, I've been all over the place.
I wonder what the hospitals are like out in Thailand.
Oh, mate.
They've got to be busy, haven't they?
Yeah, you get old bamboo stretchers. Have you seen Kickboxer? It was great, that film, innit?
Oh, that was a wicked film.
Didn't you see that film? It was brilliant, that film, wasn't it? Kickboxer.
What's it, Claude Van Damme?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
As my mate used to call him Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah.
Why? Like Gene in a bottle?
Jean. Jean. But he pronounced it Jean-Claude. He went, you watch that? Have you seen that Jean-Claude Van Damme?
What was your favourite film out of them? You had Karate Kid.
Do you know what? No. What? Karate? How can you put that in the same genre as Jean-Claude Van Damme? Can't. Karate Kid was a kids' film. Jean-Claude Van Damme and them type films. I used to like. I liked AWOL. That was a good one. That was a classic Jean-Claude Van Damme. You not seen that? That's a brilliant Jean-Claude Van Damme film. AWOL. He gets kicked out. Well, he's in the French Foreign Legion, right? But his brother gets killed, so he comes out to look after his brother's missus and his kid. But then to survive, he has to street fight. Of course he does. He has to street fight, and then he gets in like the underground, like no holds barred fighting, and he gets really good. And then in the end, he gets set up to fight this monster of a bloke. And his mate who's with him bets against him, and he's going, stay down. He's going, I bet on Attila. It's all on Attila. And he goes, wrong bet. And wins. And he's like, fucking brilliant film. He used to love that film. It's got. He used to love that film. Bloodsport was good as well. Did you see that? Bloodsport, that was a brilliant film. And then you had like the foreign.
Why did I start talking about films?
I don't know. I don't know how we got onto it. We got that.
We're going to watch this back. You probably spoke for 20 minutes.
Probably, yeah, probably. But then Bloodsport was about the old Frank Dukes and the Kumite. Whether or not he really was in the Kumite, there's that's been alleged that it didn't actually happen. But you had. In it, you had his mate, who is I love him. Oh, what was his name now?
That film come to me. I don't know why, because I want to watch it. It's Italian Job.
What? The Italian Job. Have you never seen it?
No, I don't know why it's come to my head.
Italian Job's well good. It's a good film, that, isn't it? That, do you know what? That is where I think the term cliffhanger come from. That, isn't it? Have you seen The Italian Job? Have a look it up, Robbie, because at the end, the bus goes over a cliff, right? And they've got the gold at the end of the bus. And they're trying to move over to get it, but then they don't. And then the bus is rocking on the side of a cliff, and that's how they leave it. They just leave it like that. So you have to assume, did they get the gold? Didn't they get the gold? Did the bus go over? And that, I'm sure that's where the term cliffhanger comes from.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
Did I say it on here?
I think so.
Oh, shit. We've gone over old ground, have we? Oh, well, that's a bummer, isn't it?
It says the cliffhanger came from Thomas Hardy's novel A Pair of Blue Eyes.
Oh, really?
Is where it most likely came from, but the Italian Job's probably where it became most.
Well, they used
popular,
it, didn't they?
yeah,
They used that as cliffhanger.
Yeah.
We'll leave it as a cliffhanger. But the Chinese guy, is he Chinese? Who's in the Jean-Claude Van Damme? Bolo Yong, yeah? Brilliant he was. Brilliant. He started off in Enter the Dragon, I think. Well, he was a stuntman in that, but he was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. Did you ever see Bruce Lee films?
Not many. I told you. Why did I bring up films?
I don't know. You really got me on
one that I've watched.
But it's really good. Yeah. Double Impact as well. That was a good one where Jean-Claude Van Damme played him and his brother. Yeah. They were twins. No shit, bruv. You know what I mean? That was a good film. I used to love all them films. Me and my mates always used to watch them. Kickboxer, then where he kicks a tree, the palm tree, kicks it down, didn't he?
That was, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, he broke his leg doing that, didn't he? Though? Apparently, broke his leg.
What was that film?
Cyborg, he blinded someone.
Totally off topic. What was that film where there was like a shooting in the film, but actually someone got shot?
Crow.
Yeah,
The Crow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee. He got shot on the film, didn't he? And then they finished the film off with CGI. Did you know that? Yeah. And then they made The Crow too. That's how fucked up that is, yeah? Same guy in there.
I was just thinking as well, I'm thinking like back in time now.
Back to the Future, they're good films, yeah.
No, not films, we're talking about like stuff that used to, because Chazza went on a bit of a rant, didn't he, the other day?
Oh, did he?
About, being a kid in the like 90s and 80s.
It was great.
How much it's changed.
It was brilliant being a kid in the 80s and 90s.
Like being out on your bike.
Yeah. Scrumping. Scrumping.
We went into this before actually, didn't we, about...
We used to go out, I remember we used to do things like we'd go out on our bikes and that, and then we'd end up at the sports centre. I remember when we was kids, we ended up jumping in the sports centre pool, like with our clothes on. Just, like, who dares to jump in with the clothes on? Run through, fucking jump in the pool with all the public swimmers and that in our jeans and t-shirts. Then the lifeguards are going...
Is there still an outdoor pool? There was one in Medway, wasn't there?
This was an indoor pool we did it in.
Yeah, but there used to be an outdoor one in Medway, like Chatham Way.
I don't know.
You might get your shorts robbed if you go there.
I don't know.
I was talking to that. I don't know what, mate. It tickled me so much. I went blue water before I went to Austria. And
as you do.
And
before I go to Austria, I'm going to go blue water.
I don't know why it made me laugh. It's not even going to be funny, but looked at this mannequin and his shorts have been pulled down. But you just had to see it. It just made me.
This makes the podcast. Kieran laughing at the fact that a mannequin that he see like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago had its shorts pulled down, and he's still laughing about it. This is the mentality of the man. Yeah, he's going to sleep thinking about the mannequin with his shorts pulled down and giggling to himself. His Mrs. Lydia's going, "What are you giggling at?" He's going,
"I had a dream that
you had to be there."
I had a dream that I got attacked by goats the other day. One was biting my back and I threw in front of me. I just couldn't get out.
That weren't no dream.
Lucky it was 100 gorillas.
That was What do you reckon?
I thought we spoke about this last time, no?
No, we ain't spoke about 100 gorillas. That's only just come out this week. Eddie Hall reckons two of him would do a gorilla.
How do these things even start?
I don't know. People just say something, don't they? Eddie Hall reckons if two of him were doing a gorilla.
Weapons?
What?
What if the humans had weapons?
Yeah.
If humans have weapons, then I'm pretty sure you only need like one or two humans.
We just need a gun.
Depends on what weapon, like a spear.
I think 100 men could do a gorilla.
We're just unarmed.
If you all just jump, not all of you are going to be able to jump on the gorilla.
Do you want to get on that ride?
Yeah,
do you want to get on that ride?
No, I'm right.
Yeah. Do you? That's what I'm saying. You got to get 100 men.
I would love to see it.
Bad enough to get in the fucking ring with like,
How
a
do
gorilla.
these things explode on social media? It's so random.
I don't know. It's trending, isn't it? It's what they call trending for whatever reason. But then people just make a joke of it and it just goes.
Have we got anything trade related to talk about?
No, we just like talking about gorillas, Vienna, hospitals, films. We cover anything on this podcast. You want to talk about anything? Mannequins with their trousers down. What's that all about, mate?
We are going to be going to install a show.
We are going to install a show, yeah. Come to install a show. We're going to go and do a show there, you know what I mean? It's called Off the Job Podcast. What?
We've got to plan that after this. We've literally got 2 weeks left to plan it.
Yeah.
No, he looks worried.
I ain't worried. We'll plan it. I've been saying stuff. We've only just found out today. We ain't even found out how much room we've got yet. So we need to find out how much room we've got. What we can play with.
We need to go there and have a look.
Well, maybe. We could join that with another little project that we was thinking of doing. That other guy that we was meant to be seeing.
Yeah.
The guy who blew us out. Have we rejigged that yet?
Not yet. I did email that, but should we stop waffling?
Yeah, we're waffling now. Listen, thanks for joining us. And if you've got any comments to say, put them in the comments section and see if you agree with me. Subscribe to the channel because that really helps out. And thanks for listening.
Yeah, we appreciate listening to us.
And we'll see you on the next guest show, which is going to be great, by the way. Thanks very much.